Morning all, back to the grind. Right, another video. Right, my name's Ron, this is Ron's 12 inches. This channel's all about your music, all about your CDs, your vinyl, what we've been spinning today. Right, let's have a quick look. Just spun that a little while ago. It's U2, The Unforgettable Fire. Got it over a boot sale last year for a nicker. Unfortunately, didn't play too well, so I've had to shelve that. I only paid £1 for it. It's only, so probably a little throwaway. Let's turn all this off. So that's what can you get for £1? A newspaper, basically. Right, what else have we played? Just played that. There you can see that. Spandau Ballet's another 12 inch. Do like your 12 inches. There's your 12 inches. I spun that round. Don't forget your inner and outer sleeves. There's your protection, or your inner, and there's your outer. Usually when I get a second-hand bit of vinyl, I usually grade it and put one of these little stickers on it. Don't stick it on the actual, what do you call it, the actual these sleeves, you know what I mean? There's a sticker there, but if you try to peel that off, it would probably peel the paperwork and it'll ruin it. So let's put that up there. So yeah, I usually play test it and then put me my report on there, you know what I mean? If it's excellent, near mint, like poor or whatever. If it's poor, it don't get played again, I'll just bin it. Right, so that's your 12 inch. There's your 10 inch. Bit of hard fire, tied up too tight. Lovely record, that beautiful record. Right, there's your and there's your 7 inch. Not everyone, you can't get your hands on a bit of 12 inch. Your 7 inch is just as good as your 7 inch. Look, this is a group supported the Boomtown Rats back in the day, 1978. I bought all their singles. They're worth 20 to 40 pound each, them songs, believe it or not. But the artist I'm going to be talking about now is a band formed in 2001, Brandon Flowers and Dave Kerning. And a song they wrote, this is one of the early songs they wrote. They wrote 2 songs, and one of these I'm going to review here, it was one of them. But that's what I played as well earlier. It's a CD, compilation CD. Easy to play, you know what I mean? You ain't got to keep turning it over. Yeah, so this is the Killers, and like I say, Brandon Flowers, Dave Kerning, they had Mark Sturmer on the rhythm guitar, and also Ronnie Vanucci Jr. on the drums. They did have Matt Norcross on the drums first of all, and he'd done a demo for this song, but they shelved him. They didn't find him any good, so they got rid of him. So Brandon Flowers and Kerning, and Kerning's been credited with writing this Scott song, although Flowers, when you read it on some forums or whatever, they say that he wrote it, but apparently Kerning wrote it about Flowers, his girlfriend, cheating on him. Lyrically, this depicts like jealousy and paranoia, this song. So it comes off the Hot Fuss album, and the Hot Fuss album was released in 2004, although this single here, like this is the single. There you go, Mr. Brightside, that's the single, right? And that's the original version, you know what I mean? That got released in 2003. It's on a very, very limited white vinyl. I have to pull it out, look, a little white vinyl there, you can see that. Only 500 units, very rare to get hold of. It's worth, well, it's on eBay at the moment for £1,000, but it's got a couple of signatures on the back, but me personally, I think it's a load of old tosh. I think someone's just put a pen to it and made out it's been signed by the band. So that's the, let's bring that here. That's the original, and that's the re-release, because it got re-released in 2005, and that's when it really took off. 2003 didn't do too well. 2005 was when it really started taking off. Got number 10 over here in the UK. It was a big song over in America as well, because the Killers come out of Las Vegas. They released their album in 2004, Hot Fuss. Now that's got 11 tracks on it, and the first 5 tracks are all on side 1, and they're all stonkers, you know what I mean? They're all like singles, and they've just overloaded the first side and left nothing for the back side, for the B-side. There's nothing on the B-side that stands out, you know what I mean? So it makes it a really good album, but a let-down B-side it brings it down, you know what I mean? It's right up there, and then all of a sudden it starts coming downhill, and you know, it never gets up again, to me, that album. I like it, don't get me wrong, it's not one of my favourite albums, but I do like it for the first side. The first side I think is a fantastic album. So that album stayed in the charts for 173 weeks, and apparently that was the biggest selling album of that decade. if you've never heard of this Mr. Brightside, it's unbelievable. It's got about 25 seconds of drumming on the front of it from Ronnie Vannucci, and then the guitar riff comes in, and then Flowers comes in with his singing, and it's got a lot of backing vocals and all that in it. The guitar riff was voted 9th in 2010, the 9th best guitar riff in 2010. It sold about 3,500 units over in America, about 800,000 over here. Like I say, it got number 10 in the UK in 2005 when it got reissued. People have called it a power ballad on speed. That's how good it is, because I love a bit of drumming, you know what I mean, and Vannucci's brilliant on the drums. If you like your drumming nice and fast and hard and, you know what I mean, right tight, he's your man, you know what I mean, he's just different class, I think. I went and watched these at Reading Festival about 2008 or whenever they played there, big headline act, that was the last one on. I only went there because 5 of my favourite bands, like the Subways, We Are Scientists, Block Party, they was all on the same thingy bob. Anyway, I'll tell you a little story. I'm standing about 5 rows in the front. I've been standing up for about 6 hours. My legs are killing me. I'm thinking, oh my God, they coming on. And I was all tightly knit, and all of a sudden this can of cider has come out the air and it's hit this geezer's right on the back of the bonds, right? So it's in straight on the back of the biscuit and it's exploded. This can's concertinaed on his head, and all the beer, all the liquids come out. Now, don't forget, when you're in festivals, like, it's all full of, well, people can't go to toilets, so they're probably doing their business in the can. Well, it just went everywhere. This geezer would have gone over like a sack of potatoes if he hadn't been held up with a crowd round him. Everyone, but like, I was laughing. I thought it was just so funny. But this song, seriously, it's like an anthem. You know what I mean? You need to play it loud, and you need to play it. You know what I mean? Get your lights down, blast it right out. It's absolutely superb. It's a proper anthem, you know what I mean? No, you can't get better than that. That's just top of the tree. I mean, that ain't their best song. No, I think their best song is When You Were Young. You've got to play the interlude of that, because it's an instrumental that brings that into that When You're Young in there. When you listen to that, the guitar riff on that, go and listen to When You Were Young, the guitar riff on the front of that, but you bring the interlude in first. Play the interlude, I think it's called. It's on the Samstown album, but you've got to bring that interlude in there, because that builds it up. And it just blasts out. Oh my God, it's just different gravy, seriously. It's absolutely unbelievable. That song, a lot of people have, well, a few people have covered it. Fall Out Boy have covered it. It spent 240 weeks in the UK charts. 240 weeks, that's unbelievable, and 240 weeks, nearly 5 years. I think he spent 11 out of 13 years in the charts. I think his longest run in there was about 35 weeks or something in 2016, 17. Peaking at about 49 or 50 or something like that. James Blunt says this is the best record he's ever heard. Like, he rates that the best song he's ever heard. It's played in a few American football teams, bring it out as their anthem to bring the sides out. That's how good it is, you know what I mean? It's well respected over in America. They're massive over there. But we took really to them over here, you know what I mean? They're an indie rock group, really. I think they've lost their way. The last album come out this year, and back end of last year, 2020. I don't think it was a lot of cop, to tell the truth. It ain't nothing like the first 2 albums. It's okay, you know what I mean, but like these 5 songs on the first album, Hot Fuss, and the Samstown albums are brilliant. And then you get a few off of the other one, Sawdust. It's got a couple of decent songs on it, but nothing like these, I don't think. Right. What else are we going to be talking about? Right, I'm going to be talking, yeah, I'd just like to say thanks for the new subscribers that have come on board. Really appreciate it, you know what I mean? Like, without the subscribers coming on board, this goes down the pan, you know what I mean? I can't do it. I need a couple coming on board each time I stick one of these videos out. Believe it or not, that, like I say, it's worth, well, to me, if I said that was worth 400 quid, it's only really worth what someone else wants to pay for it, you know what I mean? If I said yes, worth 400 quid, but you said to me, I'll give you 100 quid for it, well, it's only worth 100 quid for you, but it's 400 quid to me. But to me, that's priceless, you know what I mean? When you get hold of these records, that's probably, realistically, you'd probably sell that for about 170, and you'd sell that for about 70, 80 quid. But if you haven't got them, don't waste your money going and, well, don't say don't waste your money going and get them. If you've got the money to go and get them, go and get them. But other than that, just download them and put them on your iPod or something, or listen to them on Spotify, but blast it out. But, you know, I mean, get it loud, make sure you can hear it properly. It's just an absolute tune. If you've got it on in your car, undo your windows and pull your soft top down and peel it away. I know you ain't going to do it in this weather, but and just get it right out there. If you've been asleep if you haven't heard that tune, that's just absolutely like an iconic bit of music there. Right, yeah, like I say, this is me, Ron. Been rattling on, trying to keep these videos a bit short. I'm going to play that tomorrow. I'm going to play that on my bit of kit there. I may play it on the CD player. I may put the CD in rather than the vinyl, but I may put the vinyl. I've never played these, you know what I mean? They've just been kept in the outer sleeves, and they've just been kept in this little flight case down here. So I've never really played them. But hopefully I'll stick some version of it on tomorrow, and I'll put it on the back of this video. Right, well, thanks for listening. You know what I mean? I can't do it without any, you know what I mean, and no one's viewing and no one's watching and giving me some comments. You know what I mean? Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the subscribers. I usually say a big, like, usually mention a few of the names I ain't got. A couple of people on board. I'll give you a mention next time. Yeah, so it's all about your music. Like I say, I think music's been it's the best thing ever made, and the best creation out there, the best thing ever like invented music. So I just love it. I just love talking about it, even though I'm rattling on like a lunatic. I just love it. And well, that's about me done. What I'm going to do, where I say I collect these bits and pieces over this second-hand vinyl. I know it's like spatting up, it ain't nothing brilliant, but I'll get them over the boot sale, £1, £2. They're like throwaways, you know what I mean? I'm going to be talking about boot sales now, what to look out for. Now, when you go to a boot sale, you've got to visually grade these because you can't play them out in the boot sale. So but if I'm buying something online, not on eBay, you can't. I don't buy visually graded stuff because you can never know what it's going to play like. If someone's visually grading something, it could look good. Put it on your turntable and it sounds rubbish, you know what I mean? It sounds like a packet of crisps being played through your speakers. So that's no good. So anyone, if you buy it on eBay, a little tip, don't buy things that have been visually graded. You need something that's been play tested, you know what I mean? Otherwise you're going to end up, you could spend big money on a right pile of like dirt, you know what I mean? And it'll be a waste of time, and then you've got all the aggro of getting your money back on eBay and all things like that. So it just becomes a vicious circle, you know what I mean? People do exploit buyers on there, you know what I mean? The sellers, they just basically trying to like rip them off, you know what I mean? That's why they cover themselves. They just say visually graded, so they know it's no good, you know what I mean? Basically they know it's no good. They're just waiting for the gullible person to come in. Oh yeah, I'll have that, you know what I mean? That's 30 quid, and then some people have got 30 quid and they can't be bothered to go and chase it. So you get 30 quid for an album in that condition, it's probably worth 3 quid. Yeah, so that's my tip for the vinyl. Don't go and buy second-hand vinyl when it's just been visually graded. Always make sure it's play tested graded, you know what I mean? Right, well that's been me on this. So yeah, it's been great again talking to you. I know the pandemic's out there and it's killing everything, and there's people having hard times, and some people are in a bad, you know what I mean, bad state, mental health and all that, things like that. It ain't good for anyone, but do yourself a favour, like boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, just go and get yourself, I don't know, get yourself a nice bit of music where you used to, you know what I mean, take you back to an happy place and play it, and you know what I mean, take you out there, try and get the negativity out of your body or out of your mind, you know what I mean? I know it's hard to do, but your music's great, you know what I mean? It always takes you back to good times, I don't know, or a wedding, you know, a party, or where you've been on holiday, your first holiday or something like that. It's, you know what I mean, you just can't get enough of it, mate. I just love it, you know what I mean? You're 12 inch, you know what I mean? How can you not love a 12 inch? You know what I mean? You know, the longevity of the 12 inch, you usually get about 45 minutes out of a 12 inch. Your 7 inch, yeah, it's probably a bit shorter, you know what I mean? You only get about 3 or 4 minutes. It's not a long player like your 12 inch, but everyone's for their, you know what I mean, it's horses for courses. I love it, you know what I mean? I tend not to play the 7 inch because you've got to keep turning it over and flipping it, so I usually bang the album on, try and get 5 or 6 tracks on, get 20-25 minutes or something, just sit here chilling out. It's lovely to listen to a bit of music with a glass of beer in your hand, or a glass of wine with the ladies, you know what I mean? Anyway, my name's been Ron, this has been Ron's 12 inches, it's been great to speak to you. Anyway, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, but what can I say, the weekend's just a day round the corner, so by the time I post this up tomorrow, maybe Friday or Saturday or something, maybe something to listen to and get your teeth into and something like that. Just try and add it to your collection if you haven't heard it before. If not, if you've heard it before, just listen to the thing that I'm going to put out, and hopefully it'll take you back into a great, you know what I mean, where you first heard it. I think this is just like a festival tune, you know what I mean? It's just an anthem. If you know, you just can't explain how good this song is. It's just like different class. Here it is. I'll stick it right up the front there, just in case you can't read it. And there it is again. Look, the Killers, Mr. Brightside. Thank you very much. My name's been Ron again. You're all the best. Look out yourself. Stay safe. Catch you on the other side. Good luck. Thanks very much.